Hey, it's Linda Ferguson of NLP Canada Training, back with another very short book review. This week I'm going to talk to you about Robert Cialdini's new book, Pre-Suasion. A little bit of controversy about this book. I've seen in some of the reviews some challenges to the quality of the many research studies that Cialdini cites. The notes section at the back is really thick. But here are 3 things that you can take away that are pretty solid from this book. The first thing is that whether or not we trust the teller and we trust the situation has an impact on the way we connect to a message. So thinking about what you can do in the way you position yourself, in the way you situate yourself, literally where you convey a message that builds trust is going to be a big part of how successful your message is. Second, you've got to get attention and you've got to direct it towards your message. Nobody comes in a vacuum. People come in with lots of thoughts in their heads, some of them about your message, some of them about other things in their life. And so figuring out how you set up that attention before you deliver the message becomes an important part of how much of your message gets through. Third part, how do you make a suggestion? How do you set up a relationship so that people are willing to see what you are saying as if it connects to their life and might make a difference to what they do? And that also comes from the setting of the message, not always just from the message itself. So you want to be looking at these 3 things. You can read the book if you want the details, if you want to see how many people have studied various issues of how we set up communication and how the setup influences what communication gets through. You can think about what Cialdini says about what is or isn't ethical in setting up a message, but at its heart you're going to have a lot of people like you who need to communicate. Where you're going to find the book falls down is on the ideas of collaboration, the idea of co-creation, of bringing ideas together and coming up with something in a message that's better than we could come up with by ourselves. And you're not going to find a lot of that. But if you have a relatively simple message to convey over and over, this book might give you some good things to think about, and you'll walk away believing that the best communicators think about how to set their messages up for success. I'm Linda Ferguson, NLP Canada Training.